Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your Wednesday wisdom, where I will tune into spirit through mediumship or channeling and see what messages there are. So if you're new to my channel, today is a no cards day. This is just how I naturally connect in. So if it's mediumship, I will have my eyes open and I will be interpreting the messages. If it's channeling, then I usually keep my eyes closed and I basically do a deeper merge with my guides and I will just bring the message through. So let me tune in, let me see what's here, and we'll just roll with it. So here we go. Okay, this is in the form of mediumship. This is predominantly the three guides of the light, but is also my counsel. So it's all of them. And whenever they all come through, they are representing like all of our guides, like a general, all of them coming through, the spirit world coming through. And they're saying, yes. Okay. So a couple things. First, they're saying, allow what has been transposed to come through from within. And so the reason why I paused there was because I asked them, I'm like, can you give me a better idea of what's happening? So essentially what that means is we've stepped into this new timeline, like I've talked about, and I talked about it in the December energy update and as well as cosmic consciousness. We've stepped into a new parallel timeline. So some things might be different and it can kind of feel almost like when you put a transparency down on top of something, it adds another layer, and it's this like new layer that we're sitting in. That's kind of how they want to describe it. But they said, allow the changes that you're seeing on the outside move through you and re-emerge from the inside out. Meaning, again, this is really layered, meaning the things that you notice that are different and the ways in which you're being called to step up in your life differently. Maybe it's using your voice, maybe it's moving your body, maybe it's getting out and about and interacting with people. Whatever it is you're noticing that you're being called to do that is different, allow those things you're noticing to move through you in the deepest layers and then come back out renewed. So it's almost like this opportunity to take what you're seeing, bring it within you, digest it and harmonize with it and recalibrate with it, and then become that. So that you are acting from your most central core versus just reacting to what you're seeing. Does that make sense? It's like take it in, digest it, and then express from that point. Because there's this big desire for us to stand in our authenticity, to be true to what resonates for us, but to act in it. So for a long time, we've been transforming and they're showing me like the metamorphosis of a butterfly on the inside, right? Everything within the cocoon of our outer shell bodies has been transforming. But then there's a point where you have to break out of the cocoon and become anew. And that's where we're at now. They want us to move and bring what was within out now because it's time for it to be seen. It's time for the world to see your wings. It's time for you to express yourself with your beautiful butterfly wings. They're just talking. Okay, and they're also saying, many of you may find that you're experiencing this kind of hesitation, this desire to spread your wings, but you're kind of like, I don't know, because it's such like uncharted territory. But they said this is where you need to spread your wings and you need to explore this uncharted territory so that it can become known. The more that you explore it, the more what you learn and you gain actually moves through the energetic frequency of your being and feeds into this collective pot that we've talked about of consciousness. It feeds into it, or this collective bucket. It feeds into that so that others can pull from that knowledge. So if you're bold enough to be able to express and expand and then be and act in who you are now, it allows that energy for more people to do the same. So again, it kind of follows on the heels of this anchoring into a new timeline to hold it for others that are coming along. Your expression of who you are in this new timeline helps others to find and then have the courage to kind of break through that cocoon and emerge with their beautiful wings. So this is why Spirit really wants us to like move with these action potentials. Again, your action may be resting. So always follow your energy on that. It may be an active rest, a purposeful action of resting to recalibrate. But others of you are going to be having this purposeful action for movement, for choice, for whatever it may be, creativity. Allow it to come through you. And really, if you are noticing whatever's coming through is coming through like the center of your being, the very core of where you are, you know you're in alignment. And then they're saying too, on top of that, they're saying, when you recognize that, celebrate it. Celebrate those moments where you know you're in alignment, where you feel that peace, because there's a lot of anxiety energy going around, ton of anxiety. We're like swimming in anxiety in this unknown, because again, we're tackling unknown, new territory. But they said when you act from that very center space, you actually ripple out an energy for yourself. You kind of like clear the path a little bit of known frequency, because you know you in here. And when you allow that to come out, you kind of give yourself this beautiful sphere of known energy, which can help comfort you as you're navigating the unknown energy. Gosh, I love that. That is so cool. So really notice what is wanting to come out from within you and allow it the space to emerge. However that is. They're even showing me, they're like, for some of you, it may not be something you're comfortable outwardly acting on, say interacting with people, whatever it may be, but they're like, even put it on paper. So for some of you, that action may be journaling what you truly feel, think, how you want to express, and you share it with no one, but you start first by making it real, by writing it down. Others of you, it's taking those action steps outwardly in your interactions in the world. And then there's some of you as well that have already been doing this. And if you've already been doing this and you're hearing this message and you're like, yeah, I totally get it, I'm there. Fantastic, because you have been helping to feed this energy into that collective pot. Last thing. Okay, and Spirit saying the last thing that's so helpful in this time right now too is trusting your intuition. We kind of talked about that. Trust your intuition in all of this. If your intuition comes from a place that is grounded, it is really valid. If you feel your intuition is really kind of like spiky, prickly, and you're like, I don't know, and you feel frantic, then that's probably a collective anxiety energy of this new territory. So tune into the energy of your intuition and look for where the calm, intuitive hit is, regardless of what it's saying. It will be steady, and that's that undercurrent. So I will leave that with all of you for today. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.